In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to get an SS Gucci in a Rise crossover. But before I go do that, would you guys like yourself a chance to go ahead and win yourself a free Game Pass? All you need to do is drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment your Roblox username down below. I give away multiple Game Passes every single week. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get on with the video. So the first thing you need to do is you're going to head over to the dungeon, and this is a D-rank dungeon, and honestly you're going to need to be in a very low rank dungeon to do this. You can also add some dungeon items. There isn't really anything I think I've got on me right now that's probably worth it. I do a rank up rune, but it'll make this harder. You can get runes, which will decrease the amount of runes, and you can also buy some runes for tickets that will go ahead and make the dungeon just an extra bit easier to clear. But if you are trying to clear this dungeon, the main thing you'll need is you need a good weapon that deals a high amount of DPS. If you don't know, in the current time of the game, shadows are just kind of trash, honestly. So just having a good weapon will be able to carry you through this very easily. I'm going to show you just how easy it is to do something like this with a good weapon. Now, to be aware, this is definitely one of the easier ones to do. But anyway, let's go through and just show you guys the help. It's 7 QA, even on the weak ones, I'm pretty sure this is, or it's the average NPC in a D-rank dungeon. Okay, 1 QA on the weakest one. That is still crazy for what is a D-rank dungeon. I want you guys to keep that in mind. This is D-rank, so it's as weak as the dungeon could physically be. And this is how much health some of the stuff already has. I'm going to leave Auto Rise on for a bit, because I don't think I've got Assassin. No, I don't need Auto Rise on. I'm going to make sure I've got Auto Destroy on. And that's something you guys can do as well. Of course, your main goal is to get the boss. So if you want to have Auto Destroy and go to Mori Town, make sure you have everything X, and you can kind of just hop around here. And it means you'll be able to get some extra rare powder dust, which will help you out a lot when it comes to progressing through the game. And of course, powder dust depends on what level of dungeon you're at. So as the D rank, normally I think 2 rare, but hey, it's just an extra thing you can grind up while playing the game to try and get this new boss, as it does some pretty nice DPS. Now, if you're wondering how to get the SS version of it, there is currently 3 different ways to do it. You can either be an SS dungeon, out of Rise it, which is practically impossible to do. You mean an S rank dungeon, which is very hard to do, but it's possible to do with a good team player and a good rune setup. And if you get lucky, which is about a 1 in 50 chance of when you Rise the boss, you'll be able to get the SS version. Or you can get one of each rarity, excluding SS, of course, and you can merge them all together. So yeah, you do either of them, they all work. And are we Rising things? Don't they have Rising? Wait, I don't actually have Auto Destroy. I was about to say, I don't have Auto Destroying things. Just make sure you do have Auto Destroy on if you have no intention of getting them, especially if you're doing the lower rank ones. Now, do be aware, of course, this is a boss. You can't get it in any other way other than doing dungeons. There is another way to go and get it, but I will mention that later on in the video. So do stick around to that. But this is just the most common way to get it, of course, doing the bosses that are allocated to the dungeon. Actually, I'll mention it now. Why not? You can actually use these runes. So we want the rune name of the areas. So I'm pretty sure they'll be called some lines on of Mori Town runes or Mori runes. And you can use these runes basically to change a dungeon. It can be about half the dungeon all the way up to the full dungeon into the right NPCs that will help you progress through the game. Okay, so it's important to know I actually did go AFK just for a few seconds there. I also had to go quickly and go ahead and do some. So I'll definitely delay this run by a little bit, as you want to be able to get these runs done as fast as possible. And honestly, wow, that was such a quick dungeon that we're already on the boss room. I love the animation as well. But we already on the boss room? That was way too easy there. Okay, so we're on the boss room. Honestly, it's done in just about 2 minutes soon. Now, the S, this was a D rank one. Keep that in mind. So it could have been an E rank one, so it wasn't the lowest rank it was possible to be. But it's still a very, very, very hard one to do. Anyway, the boss still, even at D rank, is 110 trillion HP. Now what we gotta do is we've got to chop the boss's health bar as low as possible and take it out, and then we can actually acquire the new Gucci boss if we are lucky when it comes to rising it, as this is the most effective method to obtain it. Of course, by beating it. You got to rise it in some way, shape, or form. Of course, if you're lucky, you can get a double dungeon, but the main point of this video is to show you guys how to get this boss. That's how you do it. We're going to rise it. Hopefully, we can get it, and do we get it? And wait, they have a rise animations. This is probably the coolest thing I think I've seen in this game. For like, wait, this is actually so cool. I didn't realize this was a thing in the game. I actually had cutscenes off. I only just turned them back on. But that was such a new cool thing for the new boss. I actually turned out some other bosses at some point. But now we can actually do a proper showcase of the damage that this boss will do. And I used to give you guys an actual showcase of the boss, which is kind of really cool there. I didn't even realize we were getting an animation. That was a big shock to me. I'm going to unequip everything. And I'm going to search the name of the boss. We'll make sure we have the boss equipped to our team. And then we can give you guys an actual good showcase. And for whatever reason, I don't think it's a glitch. I think this boss spawns in like a fellow NPC. Wait, this is NPC attack. Then I'm going to assume, let's have a look at the attack animation, as it will be the same amount of rank it is. So does it get this other one? We actually have all effects off. Let's turn ultimate effects on. And yeah, that should be that there. Is it going to do anything? I want to see what its ultimate is to see if it's worth anything. So Gucci's ultimate, and then it sends its like clone thing in to attack. That's really, really cool. I haven't actually watched the anime Gucci's from. So that's probably why I seem a little bit like not knowing what this is. But if you have watched it, you'll definitely know what it is. And that's a really, really cool ultimate. Well, now we're into the really cool thing, which is actually how much damage does the new boss do. So at the new boss, at E rank, a max level, this is the max loading gear at E rank, will do 547k. Okay, that's quite low. D rank, though, that's going to be over 5.6 million. C rank is going to be another jump to 59 million. That means B rank, you're going to go all the way up to, I think, 654. Wait, that max level, let's double check, max 654 million. A rank is going to do 7.39 billion. That is really high for A rank there. S rank is going to do 285 billion, which I think is more like an SS Ant Queen or something like that. That's very, very high there, I feel like. And then SS, which is the highest rarity you can obtain it at, does 871 billion. Now, this is a lot of damage as far as shadows go. It is by no means the highest damage that a unit is going to do in the game, but it is like, it's a lot. Of course, weapons right now are the best. I expect to change at some points. This boss will definitely become better, so I would not waste your time not getting the boss. If I would use this as a chance to grind up to obtain the boss. And now for the people that aren't really sure how to go merge the boss, it's actually relatively simple to do. You want to head all the way over to Leveling City. I've shown this before in a lot of videos. You may not need this, but it's worth me showing just in case. Of course, you want to skip through the part of the video. I will not at all be offended. But if you're not sure how to actually, once you've got one of every single rarity, so please remember you need one of E rank, D rank, C rank, B rank, A rank, and S rank. And if you manage to go on every single rarity, which I'd not lie, it'll be very hard to get the S rank one, you can actually merge all of them. So it's worth doing all of these dungeons. There's also another thing I'll show you guys as well that is very helpful. But you can make your way all the way down to this area just here. And as most you know, the shadow upgrade is here, which you can put the shadow in. We have a D rank one, so let's put the D rank one in, and it is Gucci there. And I can't see the Gucci. Actually, I've got equipped. We need to, I think we need to unequip it. I don't think you can do shadows that are equipped. So make sure you do have it unequipped. If you think it's bugged, do not worry. It's probably just you got it unequipped. Now we can put the Gucci in, and we'll just need one of every single rank. I don't have any other ones, but if you had all of them, you turn to an S1. But so let's say, for example, a D rank gate appears. You can actually use this code right now. So it's a little helpful code I'm going to show you guys. If you use the code of runes, as long as this code still works, which it does, because I've already used it, so it'll work again for me. And this code will give you 3 rank up runes. If you don't know what a rank up rune does, it basically increases the rank of a dungeon by 1. It makes it harder, of course, because it's a higher rank, but it changes the rank of everything in the dungeon. So a D rank we turn into a C rank, which is nice and helpful there. There's also some other runes you can get. Now you can get runes from clearing B rank and above dungeons. I think it's by beating the bosses in B rank and above dungeons, or you can make your way over to the guild place in Leveling City, and then you want to go over to the rune shops, which is this NPC over here. It did used to be this NPC, but they turned this NPC into the exchange shop, which is all to do like powder dust and guild stuff. But if you go over to the rune shop NPC, and once you click on it, you can actually buy some runes that may help you out a bit. Now these are very expensive, and most players, I wouldn't recommend really buying these runes, but maybe like you really need one of them. You can get a health rune, which reduces that health. You can get a time rune, which gives you an extra 60 seconds. Honestly, these two are not worth it so far. Cash rune, which means you get more cash. Honestly, again, not really worth it. You can get a gems rune, which increases the amount of gems. So the rune that should be useful in here is the rune removes 1 rune from dungeon. It's a rune, and now this is also quite just good to show you guys. You can just get as a drop from dungeons, as well as the rune that actually the rune for the area. So when you complete some places, there's a chance you can just get a rune. Like I think I've got some for some other areas in the game. So I've got one for Face Heal, I've got one for Grass Village, I'm pretty sure it's for, and this one is for Lucky Kingdom. Basically, it'll change about half the NPCs and the boss. The key thing is the boss to whatever the area of the rune is. So for example, this Face Heal one, I can turn any dungeon, it can be any dungeon. It'll turn the boss and about half the NPCs there into Mercilego, of course, the boss, and I can change about half them into this, and half of the normal NPCs of that dungeon would be. So you can also get one from Mori Town, and I'll basically turn any once, mattering where it spawns. So even if it's not the exact dungeon you wanted, you can kind of just be cheaty and change it, especially if it's the rank you want. And even if it's not the rank you want, you can increase the rank and still change it. Do be aware these runes will expire after one use, but it is very helpful nonetheless. Anyway, guys, hopefully this video has helped you a ton in getting the new boss. If it has, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It helped me out. Genuinely like them. Anyway, guys, see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.